Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things.
Come on, let's say names and get sued. Let's tell people names and get them sued. Let's tell everybody. Let's just tell the whole damn truth.
Did you used to work down Norman's Moni Love? Did your mama? Did your mama? Hi, I'm Shirelle, known as Misty Blues.
Hi, I'm Glennie, known as Lady Angelic.
Hi, I'm Felicia, also known as the Visionary.
Hi, I'm Nay, better known as the Dainty One.
I'm Monica, known as Moni Love.
I'm Leah, better known as Songbird.
And we're Shameless Unplugged.
Do you know how many people in the trailer park right now regretting voting for that man, and people that's behind over the border that wish they would have taken them out with the "We Love Trump" t-shirts on as they deporting them? Right. Okay, they not. They gonna take them out.
Well, damn it, I'm celibate because I don't have no man. And you got to be something special to get this good. I'm just saying.
And so
Let the church say amen.
Amen. What's the highest praise? Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
All right.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, I was.
Shameless Unplugged, another Bmore Pod production, coming to you live every other Tuesday at 7 p.m. exclusively on the Bmore Pod network.
I don't know if they're ready for this one.
That's a heavy one.
Hello, family. Hello, everybody. Hey. It is week what? What is this?
Episode 2.
What is this?
Episode 2.
Oh, wait a minute. It's 2 weeks ago. It was. Listen. Sorry. Guess what? It's episode number 2. That's right. And we
Part 2.
are here. We are here. It's what?
Episode 2, part 2.
Because why?
Yeah. Because we had such an overwhelming response from the first episode.
We absolutely did. I'm excited, y'all. First of all, we want to say thank you. Thank you to everybody. You guys showed up big.
Yes.
You had your friends show up. I don't know if you forced them. I don't know if you paid them, but they showed up.
we
And
love
so we
it.
thank you. We love you. And guess what? We are here. Oh, no. And so we're here, guys. We're excited. I could not wait to get on here today. We got some good stuff for you. We have a guest on here. I can't wait to introduce him. But Monica, what are we talking about again?
We talking about betrayal, lies, and breach of love. People that got that 300 love score. Yeah, they got they got the poor love score.
Okay.
Yeah, they can't get no credit. Nowhere they go.
No credit.
No credit.
Okay.
Credit shot.
And so we want to come on today and do something a little bit different. We want to bring it from a male angle, right? We want to bring it from a male angle, right? Yeah. And so wait. We're not ready for you yet. We didn't even tell them who on here. Yeah. Look. Listen. So, guys, it was so good 2 weeks ago, and it was just really healthy dialogue. But we had a ton of questions, and we couldn't possibly answer them all. However, we did go back and we pulled some of them up, so we will be answering some questions today. But I'm going to let who wants to introduce our guests.
Oh, let me
introduce ourselves, too.
Glenny, introduce
Oh, you want to introduce yourself again because they don't know you from 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, somebody might be watching for the first time.
Well, then let me introduce myself.
Of course, that's what you're supposed to do.
I didn't want to. I just wanted to get started.
No,
I'm anxious about this conversation.
No, you got to introduce yourself.
So I am Fee. I am the visionary. I'm founder of Shameless Unplugged, and here's all my co-hosts.
Hi, I'm Glennie. I'm Lady Angelic. And I'm glad to be back again.
Hey, it's Shirelle, the Misty Blues. Glad to have y'all. Glad y'all back with us. We love y'all.
And I'm Monica, and I'm Moni Love. I got nothing but love for you, honey. What you say? What you got? Nothing but love.
And I'm Songbird. Leah Songbird, that is. How you doing?
And we have a guest.
Yeah.
Very funny. The entertainer, Mr. Caesar Bell.
Caesar Bell.
He's coming to give it to us from the male point of view. I can't wait to hear what he say, because you know he gonna bring it. He's gonna tell the truth. And I mean, if he come too hard, I'm just gonna have to take his kneecaps out after we done. I'm just saying.
Dang.
Y'all know how to really do
We
it.
don't condone violence.
Yes, we don't condone violence.
So
Welcome, ladies, to the show.
yeah,
Y'all to the show.
to the Caesar show.
Glad that y'all are in the midst of my presence. I appreciate it. And we are going to take these questions to wherever you want to go. Okay. Songbirds with love and angelic rising. all this other crap.
It's all true.
I'm not doing this with it.
Oh my goodness.
Thank y'all for having me, though.
All right,
Absolutely.
our pleasure.
Thank you for
Thanks for
coming.
coming.
Thank you for coming.
We appreciate you
So-
taking time out your day.
I want to share something with you guys that happened to me literally a couple of hours before I came here. And I got permission and I asked them, because it overwhelmed me. So I feel like I should share this with you guys. So as I was leaving the salon, my phone rang.
Okay.
It's my dad. Right.
Oh.
And so you guys know 2 weeks ago, I shared, being a child and experiencing adultery. And he called me today.
Wow.
And I didn't even know. I didn't know how to even take it, because I felt like he was calling me about the podcast. And what I did vow to do is tell my truth. As a child, I've held in a whole lot of things, and so that was one of the things that I've never really shared, especially out in the open. And when I shared it, he called me today and he said, your stepmom, she watched the podcast, and he said, so then I watched the podcast.
Whoa.
And he said, I heard you. He said, I heard you. And so immediately I jump in and I'm like a kid, want to explain myself and explain. Well, let me tell you why I said this.
Right.
And he says, it wasn't your fault.
Oh, wow, okay.
You didn't do anything wrong.
You didn't stay in your room that night. That's what you didn't do. That's what you should have did, staying in your room.
And mind my own
And mind your own
business.
business.
Just been scared of the nightmare. But so I don't want to go too much into the conversation, but I'm gonna tell you right now, little means a lot. And I'm telling you, I could have gotten, and I've received many phone calls in this last 2 weeks about the podcast, people's opinions and how they felt about it, and a lot of great feedback. But I'm telling you, to get it from my dad,
It means a lot.
whom I've never told that to, he said I didn't even know.
Wow.
And guess what else he said? And if you want me to, I'll show up on here and I'll talk. He said, because I'm happy. He said, I've been through a lot. I've done a lot, but I am happy with my life. He said, and I'll apologize for whatever I need to apologize for, because I know there has been some stuff. I was blown, y'all.
Well, that's
I
good.
felt like I
That's
needed
amazing.
to share
Look
that
at
before
God.
we get started.
Yep.
Look at God.
Yep.
That's where healing begins.
That's where it began.
Because I don't think you can heal from your childhood trauma without that, because that was a big thing that I know you struggle with as an adult, and since that's the first step. And congratulations on that. Big
Thank
up,
you.
Big
Yeah, I'm so
Daddy. Thank
happy.
you.
Yay, Pops.
Thank you, Dad.
And not only that, but that also goes to show that our platform is doing what it's supposed to do. This is supposed to be a platform to help heal and empower and encourage. And that's what we're doing, because look, right there came some reconciliation that you and your father needed. And that's good. So we serving our purpose.
You know what, Mo? And it actually humbled me, because I'm not sure where I got the idea that that I'm here to tell my story to heal somebody else when I wasn't fully healed. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, wow, today, that was just a whole big step for me.
Right.
I'm telling you, God does all things well. And I trust him, and whatever it is he's about to do, I'm here for it.
Okay.
Absolutely. Your healing will not come until you're helping somebody else.
That's it.
That part.
That's it.
Wow. Okay,
That makes
And
a
I
lot
was
of
glad
sense.
last week when I asked you, how did you feel as a child? First, I felt bad about it, but then I was like, when you called me today and you told me that you talked to your dad, I actually felt really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but you know, when you asked me, I didn't feel bad because what I don't think is okay is for me to ask all of you ladies to be transparent and then I get to hide behind, you know, a shell or a wall or a mask.
Right.
That's not okay. And when God gave me this vision, I knew that I would expose myself probably more than anybody, and I'm ready for it because I think that when I say exposed, that's God's not a mean God. And
Right.
so this exposing is a good exposing
Yes.
for me.
Yes, it is. Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
It ended up being really good. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
Very happy for that.
That's what she said. It was gonna be good.
See, he's starting already. He's starting
Here
already.
we go,
I'm
y'all.
not.
He is a
Y'all,
comedian.
Come on and give this guy some questions because he's a problem. Come on.
Ready to go.
Who have some questions for Caesar? Come on.
Well, I do. I had one. So when did you first realize you were funny? Like, funny enough for us to pay for it?
Well, first of all, y'all ain't paying me nothing. First and foremost. But I don't know, like that. I think I have been, in the realm of funny by default my entire life. So it was just something that I like to bring joy to people and make people laugh and, joke and try to keep the balance. Because it's normally, you can always find animosity in the air and you can find anger and hurt and pain. But then on the flip side of that stuff, what do you have? You need a balance.
Right.
So I'll be that one to kind of, what they say, break the monotony, bring some funny. And yeah, everything ain't funny. But to comedians, we can find humor in anything.
So I have a question. With that being funny stuff, did you find yourself having a lot of ladies you laughing their way out of their panties?
Absolutely.
Oh, you so funny.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
Absolutely.
Let's get to it. So, I mean, you've been
I'm
married.
a virgin.
Your version, okay. So you
Flip side.
So you've been
What is happening
so
here?
wait a minute. So you've been married before, right?
Yes.
Are you married now?
I was married for 14 years.
So you were married for 14 years. No, I'm dead serious. Was it like because you are a comedian, and I know a lot of women, sometimes we find it can be the smallest thing that make us come up out of the panties for whatever reason. And laughter is one of them. They probably was laughing the whole time. I hope they wasn't laughing while you was in the bed, but that's another topic. But anyway,
What?
were you a cheater?
Was I what?
Was you a cheater?
Wait, were you a cheater?
While I was married?
Well, you were married.
Nah, that really was. It's like, so I had a thing. Is something wrong with the mic?
Yes.
Give me a mic.
That's what
So-
Erica's.
So, make sure y'all hear me. You got me?
Is that better, Erica?
So, one, I'm working.
Okay.
So like I got married young.
Okay.
So when I got married young, I was more so in that realm of, you know what? I want to do right. I want to make sure that I'm not causing any problems or any reasons, and cheating is a big thing, right? So, I'm not going to say that in my younger years because I never really had issue with women or getting a woman. That was never really my issue. But I really put a focus on trying not to let my womanizing ways be a hindrance to the growth and the survival of my marriage. So that was just something that I really put in. And ironically, that's why my marriage ended, because she actually thought that I was cheating from a conversation I had with one of my close friends. So you know how us men do, which one? I got every... Cool. Yeah, that's yours right there.
Okay.
So it was more so of men get together and we just talk junk. We just talk. That's what we do. We just talk stuff and this, that, and the other. And when, just Facebook was starting to come around and we were talking on the little inboxing thing, and I had to run to the store and I left the conversation up and she read it and she took it. She read it wrong. She took it as though, you know.
Was she dyslexic?
It's interpretation. Y'all want to interpret things.
Yeah, it's perception. It's perception. Absolutely.
Because men, we will 9 times out of 10 we're gonna give it to you straight with no chasing. You know what I mean? But we're a whole lot more logical than women are.
See,
that's where lies come from. That's how you know that we can come up with lies because the logistics of what's going on. We know you and your emotions.
Oh, gosh.
But the funny thing is, we really don't believe your lies. A lot of times, you know, with me personally, I usually just give them the, oh, yeah, oh, okay. And in my mind, I'm like, oh, that's what you want me to believe? And I'm going to take that lie. I know it's a lie, but when I'm done, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? So we a lot of times, we know you're lying. It's just we're not frustrated and fed up yet.
And conversation is cheating.
If you say perception,
it's a certain level of cheating.
True.
I think sometimes us women.
But see, the conversation wasn't with another woman. It was with my homie. He was talking about trying to get another woman that came to one of my. Remember the event that we did down G10?
Oh yeah,
and stuff like that.
Okay,
so he saw somebody that came to the event that he wanted to pursue and asked me, did I know her? And I knew her. Or whatever, and I used to deal with her before, and I was just like, man, I'm married now. You know,
y'all was passing her around, huh?
Look at let's read that comment from Maria real fast. I don't know who she. I think this is to you, Caesar.
We get tired of lies. We know when you're lying. This is from Maria.
And the other one she said.
Okay, it's no perception. It starts from I can't see. I'm sorry.
She said why do it in the first
It
place?
starts from the conversation.
But she said, why do it in the first place? Because we can do the same, but we value our marriage and we love hard. So why do y'all do it? Well, listen, hold up. I gotta pause for a second. No. Time out. I gotta say this for Maria. It's not always the men because I know a lot of dirty, sneaky females, and I'm just not going to say it's not the men. And guess what? If they can't cheat, if it's not unless they cheating with a man, and most of them not. So, you know, it takes two to tangle. So we can't put it all on that. But go ahead, Caesar. Answer that question.
I was going to say, but to be fair to Maria, Caesar Bell's talking, so we want to hear from him. So she's responding to him.
I can handle Maria.
Go ahead. We'll handle it then.
I'm gonna look right at her. You know what I'm saying? Maria. Okay, so with the example that I gave about the demise that led to the demise in my marriage, Maria, why do it? Why can't I have a conversation with my homeboy?
That's what I was about to say. Sometimes we do look at something and we think it's something bad, but it's not.
Right.
I do agree with that. I'm sorry.
Perception, Maria, when she read it, prime example, you go to the barbershop one day, you just sit there, don't say a word. I know you won't be able to do it, but go to the barbershop and just sit there, put a hat on and just listen to the stuff you hear. You be like, men are foolish.
Oh, I've been in the barbershop.
I mean, and that's the whole thing that I'm saying. We just talk stuff and talk.
Yeah, it's more than talk. Come on now, don't lie.
You learn so much from the barbershop. I love going to the barbershop. I got a lot of friends that's barbers. I go sit in there and I listen and I learn. Because the best way to learn what a man think is to be around other males. You can't learn from your spouse or your significant other. You got, and I mean, by me being in the fire department, of course I hang around a lot of guys, but you get the best knowledge in a barbershop. The good, the bad, and the ugly. So I love it.
Well,
this is what I'm going to... Oh, go ahead, Mo.
No, I was going to say, but let's keep it real. Don't act like all conversations is by men are misinterpreted. Y'all don't be just having these wholesome conversations that women just misinterpret as the wrong thing. Y'all just don't cover your tracks well enough. You know, when a dog when he poop, he normally kick the dirt back up the cover. Y'all don't do that part. Y'all don't delete the messages. Y'all don't do what y'all supposed to do to be good cheaters, and y'all get caught. So don't act like, oh, yeah, he was just saying that she came in there and hooked me up with her, and she read it. No, you probably had a history of doing something that made her not trust you in the first place, because I'm not going to just jump and not trust a man that has been good to me and not giving me a reason to not trust him. It's a reason.
Flag on the plate.
It's a reason she didn't trust you.
Give me your little feather.
Yeah, it's a reason she didn't trust you.
Look, flag on the plate.
So what I want to say,
Nobody trying to hear
this is what I want to say. So all of us up here are saved. right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's first and foremost.
Absolutely.
So then secondly, I'm going to say most of us have been married, right?
Yes, I have.
Yes.
I know
me.
that when my husband was living, he was different, right? And once I was young when I got married. But I was married. This May will make 26 years. And what I'm going to say is he would come to me because when we first got married, I was always used to hanging out with my sisters, my cousins, Monam. But guess what? When I married him, certain places that you guys would hang, I couldn't hang because what would a married woman be doing at a single
Wait a minute, hold up. Where we go that back? Where was we at?
I'm going somewhere with this.
Oh, okay. I'm like, where was we at? That where you a married person can't go.
What's
Good.
up, Fly?
No, this is really true though. Like, why would I now, a wife, a mother, why would I be in a club? I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. Well, let me finish.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, if I'm the wife and I saw that type of dialogue in the inbox, my point is, why would a married man be having that type of dialogue with his friend? Because that's what my husband's going to ask me if I'm having that type of dialogue with Mo, because Tavon would. That's where I was going at with it. Whether you agree or not, there's a certain respect level that you have with marriage. And I'm just trying to tell you, it's really the truth. Like, I just could not go everywhere. You notice how I scaled back? How come I was going everywhere? We was doing everything. We was partying. We was doing a lot of things together. Like, I'm sorry, as a married woman, and I'm just hanging out with all these single women, that's not cutting our life off. I gotta change my posture. I gotta fix my posture. I gotta speak a little bit different. I gotta move a little bit different. I'm sorry, and I know Ralph's not gonna believe me or agree with me, but it's really true.
I agree.
So hold on. Let me paint the picture more vividly for you, Maria, Jessica, Jasmine, whoever. just to hone it all the way in. The conversation was simply this. Hey, bro. Had a good time at your event. Who was that chick that was by the bar? Oh, that was such and such, man. I didn't even know she was coming. We just put the invitation out and people just came and showed up. You know who she is? Yeah, I know her from back in the day. Used to deal with her back in the day, this, that, and the other. But, you know what I mean? If you going to do what you going to do, I mean, I'm married. She know I'm married. I'm not doing it.
Right.
That was the conversation.
Okay.
Interpretation on her end? Oh, you messing with her and she already know you married. What kind of chick is this? Blah, 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 blah. That's all I'm saying.
That sounds like insecurity to me.
What I'm telling you is every situation ain't the same situation.
So I have two things to say. First, I agree with most of the stuff you said, but I don't think as a married woman you cannot go to. If we was all hanging out and we went to a party, I don't see why you can't go to a party.
That's different.
You said a married
club.
woman shouldn't be at a club. Mm-hmm. And the party's at a club. Why can't you go to a club? So that's why I'm going to agree to disagree, because I think long as you act accordingly and hold yourself to a state. Like when I was out, no man and if I'm lying, anybody I ever deal with, come on here and say I'm lying. Ooh. No man I ever dealt with could say that I made them feel any kind of way that when I stepped out the house to hang out, to go out, if I wanted to go hang out with whoever, they were secure enough to know that I wasn't going to do nothing.
It's not
I'm saying I don't agree with, if you're married, you can't go to a club and hang out with your girlfriends. I don't agree with that. But getting to what you said, I'm going to say I agree with what you, because women, and we have a habit of this, and I try not to do this. We will take something small and run with it, because once your mind say one thing, whatever mind is the devil's playground, right? If we sitting down thinking too long and we just sitting there, we all types of thoughts come, because I've done it.
Is it because of behaviors or past
no,
behaviors?
No, it's because of it's not because of his past behaviors, or maybe you wasn't making her feel 100% secure.
Something's
in a
going
relationship.
on.
But
Something's going on.
It might not have necessarily been you was cheating. It might have just been something going on in her head, because we as humans, we got a way of taking one thing and turning it around, flipping it around.
Hey,
so
Shirelle,
I don't know. Go ahead.
We have a question. Should couples go to the club together?
I don't see why not.
I think
I used to love. I used to
I think
go
that's
out with
the
all
best thing.
my men, my husband.
Yeah.
I love it.
I think that's the best thing when couples go out
Yeah,
together.
I love it.
Because it gives you time together, so you can show off your man or whatever.
Hey, listen,
No, I ain't worrying about showing them off.
I
But
love it.
I did.
It just kills
that's
me.
how them crumb snatchers be coming to get you, man. You show them off too much, they be right
But
there.
if you're giving him what
Don't say that
if
part.
you're giving him the right
Don't
thing,
say-
he's not going to do that.
It's
Don't say that
always
part.
gotta
Hey, Brooke.
be something that the man has done wrong.
No.
And that
Well, it's
blows me.
both
No,
nowadays.
no.
Always, I'm just saying that. What do they gravitate to first? Oh, we got divorced. What's up with you and Shorty? Yeah, we got divorced. What you do?
No,
It's always the Moses.
I just said that on the last episode, though. I don't agree with that.
But they do it. That's the thing.
No, that-
the
I don't
average
agree.
woman or the person will be like, "What you do?" And then looking at the man
Yep.
instead of saying,
That's true.
"What happened?"
Did you have a good time?
You know what I'm saying? That, they always
Here's another
look
question.
at the man.
Sometimes
Yeah, we
it's
got
not
good money.
you, but it's the people you hang with. What do y'all think about that?
I'm gonna say amen to that because
Yes, that's my sister.
I have definitely been accused of stuff based upon different people that I have hung with, and and it's not fun, especially when you're really not doing nothing.
Right.
No one wants to be accused of something when you're not doing it, and you mess up. People mess up good relationships like that because I remember I was in a great relationship. We still friends to this day, but he accused me of cheating with one of my coworkers, and it broke us up. And this was my dog. Like we was friends, we was good friends. But to accuse me of cheating, I'm not a cheater. You know what I'm saying? I would rather leave you before I cheat on you. So once that was said, so I feel like everybody is different, but depending on who you hang with, you can get a bad rap, but your significant other got to know you better than that.
Right. Right. You ain't gotta know
That's true. So my question is, so we come from the perspective of the cheater, but what about the people they cheat with? Like what makes you want to cheat with somebody that's married? And my thing is, when I cheated with people that were married or either in a relationship, it was because of my lack of morals and principles. I lack morals and principles. I was so caught up in my flesh and what I wanted for myself that I didn't care if they were married, which was wrong. But I've, of course, have matured past that. But like, what would make somebody feel comfortable in their skin being with a married man?
Better yet, what would make a married man go outside of the marriage?
What would
Like-
make him? Nothing make him. Because it's a choice. So nothing make him.
And I think that's
So he's not thinking; he's just out there.
So I'm gonna say I believe that most people cheat for a reason. A lot of women cheat because it's something. If they might be missing something, they might not be compassionate or loving, or he's not taking her out or whatever. A lot of men cheat because of greed, or they not getting something at home. She not doing XYZ, or they'll be home, they'll be complaining to the side chick, or she not doing the 2 F's, and y'all know what they are, and then the side chick will be like, oh, let me make you some food in this thong, and then they be like, oh yeah, and then he be thinking with the wrong head, and we know how that goes.
That's the
What are the 2 F's?
Wow.
I mean, we grown folk.
I mean,
What's the 2 F's?
feeding them. Feeding them and screwing them.
Ah.
Yeah, so that's no, but it's the other F. But I mean, a lot of times, and I do know you can do whatever you want. You can take care of them. You can do anything. If a man want to cheat, they're gonna cheat. If a woman want to cheat, they want to cheat. But everybody cheat for different reasons. So, anybody want to talk about why they cheat?
It has to be. It can't just be the greed part of it. Oh, sorry. So it can't just be the selfish greed part. It has to be because I don't think your partner has to be lacking something for you to go cheat. And see, that's where I think things get messed up. I don't have to not be cooking at home for you to want to go out because your girl cooking. I could not be not screwing you.
I've seen it.
People cheat first because they want to and because they greedy.
Yeah, no, I
They
agree.
want their cake and eat it too.
I didn't say that. I said if you are doing everything, you could do anything in the world to make your man happy, and he'll still cheat. Now, I'm saying if you're not doing those things, you're leaving the door open. Because I do believe, especially if you're married, I do believe you have wifely duties that you should do, because
You do.
guess what? A man flesh is weak, and if you're not doing it, somebody else will. And what I was saying about it, if he complaining, she won't give me none, she won't cook for me, it's some chick sitting on the side like, I will, I'll do it, daddy, I'll do it.
Do that again.
I'll do it.
That's right.
I'll do it, daddy.
So do y'all think that a person should stay in a relationship or marriage or whatever if you're not in love with the person, or
No.
yes, okay,
No.
that's what I'm.
say no.
I'm just wondering.
So
The right thing to do is leave if you. Well, no, that's wrong because I'm saved. The right thing to do is not leave.
It's
first.
pray.
That part, and also do marriage counseling and all the right things, and try to make your marriage work.
Be careful.
What?
You're saved for sure. We saved.
Tell
All
me.
that. Listen.
Oh my gosh.
What didn't I tell you? Don't call me.
Oh, yep, you did.
Praise
You did.
God. Look
Yep,
at him.
look at Jesus.
But see, what I'm saying is that you got to look at the dynamic of the relationship.
Right.
If you're not married, you can just leave.
Right.
If you're married, you can't.
Why not?
You get what I'm saying?
Why not?
If you're married and you can't, because
Okay, so-
if you're going by what he say,
Oh, yeah,
hold
that's
up, flag on the play. Oh, okay. So if you're gonna like she said, she was saying on the basis of being saved and being believing in the Bible and stuff like that. If you're gonna go by that instruction, no, you can't. But if you're not going by that instruction, then you could do whatever you want to.
All right, so hold all this juicy conversation, right? We're gonna go. We have some videos to look at. Some family wants to shout you guys out, so let's go to the screen.
His studio etiquette is amazing. Like even at 5, he already knew. Like, yeah, I want this like that. Move that right there. That's a gift. That's a gift.
We got a video for Gwen Hilton. Y'all go ahead and run that video while I pop these bottles. Pop the bottle, baby.
But you get up on the table.
I want you to get up on that table. That's
and
what I'm saying.
you stop.
First of all, it was the facial expressions I was making. I was looking at everybody else. Not too many people could sing like that.
Entertainment report.
Hey, entertainment report.
They ready. They ready.
We do this so we can show other people's talent, and the talent that's inside them is what they love is inside of you, man. They give they point out their passion, they love outside of themselves, man. And 9 times out of 10, if a person is going for trying to reach a goal, there's something inside of them, you got to have help.
That's my friend. Like, we here. We up. Same with me. Like, we here. We up. We up. We up.
Bmore Pod, your liveliest destination. Come and join Dennis, Lene, and Joey every Thursday at 7 p.m. Your talent will make room for you.
But anyway, I gave y'all props. That's it. I'm done with y'all. That's it.
Oh, keep it coming, keep it coming. It's not the end. It's not the end. V's a legend. Like,
That's super.
So, I mean, sometimes stuff like that does cause a distraction. So, had him off his game. Like, he knew something was coming out. Like,
pipeline,
when he was kicking that ball, something else was going through his head. 16 therapists, accusations, from 2012 to 2016.
God.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because, like, the timing of it, but just for 16... What's your thoughts on that?
I mean, obviously.
I was like, who does that?
Who does that? Who does that?
So,
Right, like people think you just go in there and boom, one cut, and it takes time and effort. And,
absolutely. You got to really invest into it. And
Right.
You got to really
Tune in to Bmore Sports Talk Live every Monday at 7 p.m. exclusively on the Bmore Pod Network.
I'm gonna kill these mofos for real. Give me a chance.
It's your girl Brooke. I am Glenny's Kane's daughter. She's a part of the new podcast for Shameless Unplugged. And I am so excited. I'm just so ready to see what's about to happen on this new podcast. And I just pray that everybody just have fun and enjoy this beautiful moment, because this is something that us women need to see. We need to hear the raw. We need to hear the good. I'm just here for. We need to hear everything. And I'm just staying tuned with the popcorn and everything. Let's go.
I just want to say a huge congratulations and shout out to my mother and all my aunties on you guys' new podcast. I'm so very proud of all of you. Mom, I'm especially proud of you for everything you've accomplished in the recent years and just in life. You grow so much every day as a woman and as a person and as a Christian. It's such an inspiration to see, and you have such a gift and a story to tell, and I'm so excited to see what unfolds for you guys in the future. So continue to keep moving forward, keep making stuff happen. I love you guys.
Hey Golden Girls, I just wanted to say I'm very proud of you ladies on your new adventure and starting this podcast. I know y'all gonna do very well. I just want to send y'all a bunch of well wishes and kisses. Mwah. I love y'all.
Hey y'all, proud of y'all for starting a new podcast, and I love y'all.
What's up, DD? What's up, Golden Girls? Proud of y'all for doing y'all little podcast. Keep going. I hope y'all keep going up.
Hello, Shameless Unplugged. Congrats to everybody on the cast for this podcast. This is Mimi, letting y'all know that y'all are doing so great. Everybody go ahead and support. And I'm out. Have a good one, y'all. Watch the episodes that's coming out.
Like to say congratulations to my mom and her crew for starting a podcast, Shameless Unplugged. Get to that bag, that's what's up. Congratulations to them.
Oh, yeah. We gotta cut it out.
Get no bag. Where the bag?
It's coming. Wait a minute, ready?
All right. Back at you.
So I know one of the questions that was on the screen was like, why do we come for the people that cheat with the married people, like they don't know, and you can't be held accountable for something you don't know. So they're not the ones that we're referring to. It's the ones that know. And once you do find out, you're supposed to roll out. You're supposed to roll out. You're not supposed to continue to sit up there. I mean, right is right and wrong is wrong.
I can speak to this. I can speak to this because
Yes.
Well, because no, I'm telling my truth, right? So I
shamelessly.
Yes. So I used to date married men, and I was in a relationship for 4 years with a married man, living with him and everything. And
pitiful.
Stop with the signs. So when I found out that he was married, the reason why I didn't leave was because I was already emotionally attached. So I felt like I had something more to offer him than his wife. Going back to what Shirelle said, he was talking about her in a negative way, and I was saying, oh no, I'll do the complete opposite of what she's doing or not doing, and the reason why we split was because I realized he had a bad, he rode motorcycles, and he was in a bad motorcycle accident, and we were living together and everything, and I realized then in that moment that if something was to seriously happen to this man, God forbid if he would leave this earth, nothing of his would belong to me.
You wouldn't even make the obituary.
I couldn't even go to the funeral.
You wouldn't even
make
the
obituary. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would not be able to.
Obituary.
I would not be able to participate in his farewell. You know what I'm saying? And even though he had me around his family, his kids, and everything, it was like I was automatically like, oop. We don't know who that is. We don't know who that is. And I'm like, I was
That's
around for
what's
4
sad.
years. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
sad.
And I was just like, what's going on? You know, so.
Yeah, it's
So-
sad. It's really
Yeah.
Well, can I ask you how long ago was that?
Oh, this was over 12, 13 years ago.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was over.
Yeah, I was just trying to just remember who you was talking about. I got it. I need to put a face with the story.
I got it too.
I got it. We got it.
Hello.
Hello.
That's not that one.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
it
wait a
ain't
minute.
that
She
one.
got another story. Go ahead.
No.
You know you got another one, Leah.
I did, but we don't say
that was the first. That was the
Kayla
first
has a
husband.
question, Miss K. So, yep, it's no valid reason to cheat, and us women have to hold ourselves to a higher standard and not engage because we know men are weak.
Amen to that.
That's my child.
Amen to that.
Oh, that's why you wanted to read it.
Hey, you know they weak.
Boo.
They weak.
Not boo.
You want to know what's funny though? Y'all women say that a lot. Men are weak. Men are weak. Men are weak. Men are weak. Let me
The
tell you
flesh
something.
is weak.
We are so much more smart, alert, very calculated, and stronger than you think.
No, but we said the flesh was weak.
No, you didn't say. Did that say flesh?
That's what they were talking about.
No, I got to say what you mean what you say.
The flesh is weak.
Yeah, then you said that. Kay didn't say that. She just said.
Kayla,
weak.
come back on and say what you mean.
Yeah,
Come
edit.
on, come on.
Don't go back on your word. Mama taught you good.
Don't start.
Okay, listen, y'all. We have
got
a Be More For Real podcast says statistics say women cheat more and men
believe
and
it.
women claim
I
to be
believe it.
better.
And I want everybody to know,
That's true.
and we should
I looked
give
that up.
Glenny a round of applause because her reading level is went tremendously.
I can't read because I'm no, the thing is in my way. The camera is in my
No,
way.
I'm just messing with you.
I actually get ready to defend the guys.
Yeah, I
We
looked
keep
that up.
saying that y'all are weak, but apparently the women weak too. 'Cause they act like they held bound. They can't leave. It's like, oh, I was with him. I can't leave. I'm like trapped here in this war. So
the heartstrings.
who's weak? Who's weak?
I'll tell y'all something. Let
Because
me
a
tell
man
you.
can cheat with a woman, sleep with a woman, and care nothing about her.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Now that is
Nothing.
Let me
And if
tell
you
you.
don't believe me, ask Dennis. He will tell you. He will tell
You can't say you can't. It was Dennis. Who was Dennis?
Who? Where I am suddenly an owl into the room.
Yes, you're right because you know when if
Suddenly
I'm in
an owl
love, I don't care.
Wait,
When I'm
hold.
in love, I don't care.
Time out. Go.
I don't
Hold.
care
Time
about
out.
no marriage.
Oh, flag. Hold up. Glenny said, go ahead. What you saying?
I
Say
was
it.
saying I just think when people are in love, sometimes there's nothing you can do. No matter what nobody say about you wrong. There's nothing you could do to keep those people apart. No matter what nobody say. Okay, let's go.
That's true.
That's true.
That was me until I got
To me,
smart,
makes
but that was
absolutely
me.
No sense, y'all. And all of y'all
Until
agree
you
that
in
I'm
real,
just the
until
one
you in love,
person.
then you won't know.
But you know what? I honestly, I now outside, not speaking about the marriage, but in previous relationships, I have been a fool for love. That's what I'll say it was. I was a fool for love. But honestly, when I lost my son, that hurt. It's like it's no hurting that no man can do. Like that I can't walk away from now. It's like it's that my level. I have been maximized to a certain level of hurt where walking away from a relationship is like to me a minor part. It's minor. You know what I mean? So but I have been a fool for love. When I look back on some of the stuff I tolerated in relationships, I want to smack myself. I want to smack myself. Like,
But we were young.
Yeah, but
No,
it ain't.
no,
it ain't
it wasn't
about
always when I was young.
Some bad relationships too.
I can't even blame
It
it
wasn't
on.
always when I was
We
young.
all been in some bad relationships that we wish we had walked away from. Every
Right.
one
And
of us. Yeah.
I remember being in a relationship, not with somebody I was married to, but I was in a relationship for a very long time with somebody that I cared deeply about. And I kept on allowing him back in my space. And at some point, I said, I can't even be mad at you anymore for hurting me. I got to be mad at myself for allowing you to hurt me.
Yep.
I can't point the blame because once somebody show you who they are, believe
You
it.
gotta believe
So
them.
at some point, you got to turn around and you got to walk away. That got to be.
I would encourage any woman who's in a bad relationship and somebody's not treating you right to get out.
I got a question for y'all.
Yes.
Does love oversee morals?
No. Not in my
Not
eyes.
with me. Not anymore.
What you say, Lisa?
Not anymore.
What you think?
It
No?
can.
It used to.
It can.
It used
Okay,
to.
Or should I say, should they? Should your love oversee
to what you're
morals?
saying? To what you're saying, Caesar.
You reading again?
Myra kills. I've been through all the smoke, and we are still together for 20 years.
Amen to that. Listen, hey,
She
look.
got what they, and you got it too. You had it too. What the old women will call staying power. See, like I was talking to this old lady. This old lady said, "I do not like."
In the church in
She
here.
said that this younger generation really bothers me.
No
and
staying
these
power.
women because
None.
these young girls nowadays have no staying power.
None.
They don't know how to just stay. Sometimes you just need to stay and keep still because you got to remember, and a lot of people forget that marriage is still God's idea.
You know what? Preach. Preach.
But having that staying power, sometimes you just
I'm
need
in
to
a
stay
Hyundai.
and allow God to do what He going to do. Because if you just get emotional for the one thing that you see real fast, and then you move on the emotions out, you out the door. God can't do nothing now because you just broke the covenant.
I get it. I agree. But I'm going to agree to disagree. And that's what you're saying is 100%, but I only can speak from my truth.
That's right.
Everybody know I've been married twice, right? 2 marriages didn't last 2 years. Why? Because my cutoff game is strong, right? The first one, we 3 months into the marriage, he getting phone numbers trying to go out on dates. Guess what? You don't want to be married. My second one, he didn't want a wife. He wanted a puppet, okay? The day after we got married, I remember him looking me dead in my face. We had missed our flight. He planned everything. I didn't know nothing. So we go to the hotel. We stay at the hotel. He was like, I don't want nobody to know because he wanted everybody to think we was perfect. But me, I'm thinking, well, dag, if the plane crashed, don't nobody know we missed our plane. So I call one of the people I'm most close to, but my brother. I call my brother. I'm talking to my brother on the phone. He comes out the bathroom, say, who you talking to? I said, I'm talking to my brother. This fool turned around, looked at me and said, what you talking to him for? I said, because it's my brother.
Yeah.
He said, you're my wife. You don't need to talk to him.
Oh, no.
Guess what? People like that.
Nope.
You can give me 1,000 Bibles and I can read them back and forth because I had a pastor come to me and tell me you need to give your husband a chance and that's not right. You want to leave him and da 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 da. Guess what? When I couldn't walk to the store without him thinking that every man up the block wanted me, or if he stopped speaking to all of our friends because he thought they wanted me, or if I couldn't drive to the store without him saying, I'ma drive you, it's different reasons why sometimes you gotta let them go. I had to let him go so I can let him know. Don't play with me.
But that's fine.
But you're right.
I
But
get
that's
what
why
you're
the
saying.
Bible also speaks about being equally yoked.
Yeah.
So you're absolutely right. And
You're right.
that's possibly the situation that you were in. Also, I did want to say too, a lot of times when we're talking and stuff, I'm just hearing, like you were saying, like, here's the wife, here's the other woman, right? Why do we get so angry with the actual wife, though? Why do we say she's stupid and she should leave?
For being his wife.
She's honoring her
place.
vows.
But she's in my place. She was in my place. She
But
got
she's
go.
honoring her
No,
vows.
see, that's crazy.
That's how I felt.
Listen, I don't care
get it how you live.
we spend this. I don't care if we stay in a situation that's wrong. I don't care what we do. The wife is never wrong if she is not
know that
the
now.
one cheating. That is not okay. She don't have to
Yeah.
leave. You can call her whatever you want to. She is supposed to plant her feet because she's honoring what she said.
Wait a minute. Can I say something, y'all? Can I say something? Hey, Herb, we see you.
I saw that.
Thanks.
I saw
Good
that.
looking out. Nothing but love.
What's up?
I'm drinking my wine.
So here's the thing, man. To piggyback off of what you just said, I really agree with you because, again, like I said, when we go back to that, and then I just want everybody to understand when we're speaking out of one, being believers.
Mm-hmm.
2, because we're believers, we believe in the word.
Right.
Absolutely.
All right. So you get a lot of people that's not going to speak from that perspective.
Right.
We are only speaking from that perspective.
Right.
So if you don't agree with a lot of things that we're saying, it's cool. We're only
Right.
speaking from that perspective. So on that note, that wife who chooses to stay, you got to remember, when that situation happens, it becomes now her choice whether she wants to stay or not, because she's the one that's been violated and the covenant was broken by the other side.
Right.
So what God would want you to do according to his word, because the covenant, the only way we can have a covenant with God is in marriage.
Absolutely.
You can't have a covenant with God in no other way.
Right.
Absolutely.
So it's still his idea. So God say, I only allow divorce to be so that your heart won't get hardened. So if you would have honored the vows of, in which, again, I'll just let you know, these vows that they speak today is not Bible.
Right.
All right?
Absolutely.
Come on, Bible.
Okay.
Okay.
Preach.
If you'd have honored, let's just say if you'd have honored your marriage and stayed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Either one.
I probably would be
After
dead.
a while, your heart.
Oh
my!
He probably would have killed me.
Your heart would have got hardened.
Right.
But your heart would have got hard, and God don't want your heart to get hard because you get hardened towards Him.
Absolutely.
He don't want that.
Yeah.
So that's why He allows the divorce to take place for whatever the reason. But that old lady I was telling you about, it was more so on the masses than just the individual things, because nobody's going to stay with a man that's just going to beat their brains.
Right.
The man that's
Absolutely.
gonna beat their brains out
It's
all
not,
the time and stuff like that. But she was just saying that these women get emotional at the drop of a dime. One little tiff and they gone. You know what I'm saying? No staying power. That's why them women stayed married for so long.
Yeah.
And then at the end of it, when they burying their husband, they speak so highly of them because they made it through.
Yep.
You know, how can you speak about, listen, check this out. How can you speak about God if you ain't spend no time with him and make it through?
Ooh.
Wait,
This is deep. Preach. Preach. Hey, Reese, shout out to Reese. She said, come on, bro. Come on, big bro. Speak, Reese. Drops the mic and walks off.
Can I say what Jasmine said real quick? Because hers went off.
Please
So
let Glenny read, 'cause
Jasmine
she's
said,
so
I'm sorry,
excited.
Jasmine said, anybody mad at a wife is delusional. Kayla said, absolutely right.
Right. I was delusional.
I lost one. Jeez. I'm sorry, read Bmore.
It seems like people marry for the ceremony and forget the marriage is every
I got a
day
story
after.
about this. Oh.
But I was going to say, what if people get married and they weren't supposed to be married and
That's
it
what I
wasn't
was gonna
ordained
say.
by God?
Right.
So we have
They
to look
didn't
at
listen.
both sides.
They
If
didn't
there's
listen.
not just people that are in love or ordained by God, there's people that get married for other reasons.
Yeah, for money.
Yeah.
What other
again,
reason is it
let's
to
take
get
it-
married if you're not in love?
Money.
Again, let's take it back
Money.
to Bible. Let's go back to Bible. If love is the key and you do marriage God's way, any two people it'll work with because you do it God's way. So if you love this man and this man can be, his background can be this, that, and the other, totally don't match yours.
Right.
And she spoke earlier about being equally yoked. Well, the yoke may not be equal in the beginning, but it can become.
Yes,
it can
You know what I'm saying?
It can be.
So my thing is, if you're doing it God's way,
Come on now.
any two people can work.
Exactly.
Come on,
So
preach.
there's no such thing as not supposed to marry this person or to marry the wrong person.
Yeah.
You're just looking at it from a perspective of what's on the surface.
And saved people, we don't even speak like that. I'm not justifying that. I'm not saying that. I am not going to sit
Right.
here and justify that you married a woman or you married a man and you were not in love with them. That is not how I'm talking because it's not okay.
Right.
But it happens though. It does
does.
happen. I'm sorry. It
Because
happens.
I'm
happens.
gonna take a step back, and you're speaking absolutely right, and you're speaking absolutely right. But just because that's right, that doesn't always happen. So everybody, you got to meet people at the place where they are. So everybody do not get married for love. Let's get that
No.
straight.
No, that's true.
Because I
We
can
know that.
absolutely
For sure.
say,
For sure.
I mean, you know, and I agree with.
But that might work for them. They might not marry for love, but that might work for them. You know, it won't work for me. But
Some people
Nope,
get married
not
for what
gonna
they
do it.
think is love until the realness come in. You know, all the glitz and the glamour. When you know one gets sick or the finances
But then, can I ask y'all a question then? Because I guess this is where I'm confused.
Yeah.
So if we don't get married for love, right, that means we have an understanding, correct? So then check this out. Then why people get hurt and act like they hurt then? Because how does all this stuff go together? Isn't it
Because their
confusing to
feelings
me?
get hurt.
Makes no sense.
The ego. It's the ego.
So
It's the ego.
No. So sometimes I can think I'm in love and the man think the man's not in love or vice versa. Just because I love somebody, that don't mean they love me. They could ask me to marry them and I could say, or vice versa. They could be in love with me and might not be in love and I get married for the wrong reasons. And, I can say I got married for the wrong reasons,
But you rolled out. You didn't stay and cheat. You didn't stay and say, oh, he'll pay my whole mortgage. You didn't stay and say, oh, he'll get me this car. You didn't stay and hurt somebody. That's a difference.
Oh, hell, listen, Listen, let me tell you. And they will tell you, my kids, everybody, they call me emotionally detached, right? I will cut off my nose to spite my face. I will rather work 192 hours before I have to ask.
Me too.
Or just to stay with somebody that don't want to be with me. I'm not doing it. I'm
Well,
not doing
it's
it.
like
I'm too
somebody
selfish.
explained it
I'm
to
sorry.
me before that it's about completing your assignment. Your marriage is your assignment, and just like any other contract, if you're the type of person that breach your contract, you got to what? Somebody got a question?
No, go ahead. That's why it's friendship before marriage.
Come on,
that's honest communication. That's absolutely.
And you know what? That's the one thing that I said I'm going to do the next time.
You did.
I never genuinely.
You did.
And I'm so glad they mentioned it because I said I never genuinely just been showing enough friends. It comes. You meet somebody, you start dating them, sex get involved. It becomes superficial, flesh, and all of that stuff. But I've never really genuinely became friends.
You said that.
I said that's definitely what I'm gonna do next
Well, it's
time. I'm going to
important.
become showing
I was
up
happy
friends.
to say
'Cause,
my husband
I
was my
see
best
people in
friend.
relationships and they be like, my mate is my best friend, and I admire
absolutely.
that. I admire that.
And that's what Myra says. That's why friendship before relationship is important, along with honest communication. That's exactly what you
No, absolutely.
Pull your mic up.
And
sorry. Yeah.
And that's the sad part is sometimes you friends with somebody for so long and you think that's the right person for you, but sometimes what you want or what's in your heart is not what's in somebody else's heart. So you gotta definitely be on the same page, and marriage does take a lot of patience and a lot of praying and a lot of working out. But that's only if when you everything. I'm sorry, every marriage is just not worth working out to me. I'm sorry, but I'll just say if you're not happy in a marriage to leave, you don't have to cheat. You don't have to stay. We all have
that's
options.
the part. You don't have
And
to.
I mean, you can getting a divorce these days is so easy, and you can do it yourself. And
She knows.
And I know. Trust me, I did 2 of them myself. Y'all heard me 1, 2 myself. And holla at me. Anybody need some help? Come on, call me up.
She's a
Hit me
paralegal
up.
Let me
now.
read this question, guys. The notion that women today lack staying power is very narrow. Takesha said, I believe in courting. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And Takesha said, old school.
Amen to that.
That is.
Everybody want to get away from
But you know what?
old school way of doing things.
Yeah.
Everybody want to evolve and say old school is this, that, and the other.
Oh, yeah.
and blah,
Old
blah,
school
blah.
works.
You know what? I have a huge problem with parents trying to be their children's friend.
Oh yeah, that's
and they allow anything to happen.
Anything.
And once you allow anything to happen, these parents fail to realize that, guess what? The respect for those children for you is slowly but surely diminishing.
Yes.
They're going. I'm talking. Look at me.
I'm
Forget
sorry.
this thing.
I'm sorry. Caesar, what the attention?
It's some good stuff coming up here.
Let me tell you something.
They're responding to
I
you.
will walk off this set right now. You
Don't make our
understand me?
guests,
Watch
don't make our
kneecaps.
guests leave.
But we can't forget to say
they're responding
to
to
like
you. Yeah.
and share and subscribe to our YouTube
Because they're
page. We can't
definitely
forget to say that.
Somebody said some marriages are trash.
Throw them away.
It
Throw
away.
the marriage away.
Throw it away.
But see, they
And
probably
don't
was
look back.
They was probably trash in the relationship stage. Though.
Absolutely.
So why even move forward? Because I think each level, when you date to move
Hey,
to the next level
cousin.
of being engaged, right?
Yeah.
You engage for the next level of marriage. So you're not telling me that everything was perfect on that level before you elevated to the next level.
Period.
Because I know mine wasn't, and I would be lying to you and everybody else if I say that. But I did stay. But I knew my ex-husband deserved better. That's why I stepped up and was honest about my feelings because I was sticking around. I was trying to make it work for years and years and years, but I knew he deserved better. So, we do have staying power.
Okay. All right.
This
So
was
there's
good.
certain
This
place
was
for
good.
court and friendship and old school, says my little cousin. That's right. These men do have to take it back to old school, and these women stop letting them take you to the bedroom.
Yes.
How about making them take you out?
Yes.
Make them wait.
Yes, 1 year celibacy. Yes, proud of it.
Make
Keep it
them
going.
take you out.
That's right.
Caesar, somebody's giving you a message, Caesar.
It's Nikki. It's your cousin Nikki.
Oh, what up, cousin? I see you. Love you, girl. Would it be like,
but
see,
can
when they talk, Nikki, I actually pay attention to them. I look at them when they talk. When I talk, it's all about everybody trying to get that reading on and
I'm
shit.
sorry. I'm
So
sorry.
let me tell you
I
something.
listen to you.
I almost cussed 17 times in here. Save it or not. Let one person read. Because Glenny is trying her. Woo! Every question come up there. Oh my God! Look!
Yeah,
Look! Look at him!
Playing in your face like that. Because what?
You think you smart because you can read.
Look at it. Like she's directing the choir. All right, y'all.
Our audience is important, and they're asking you questions at the same time. So, chivalry needs to come back.
Yes,
amen.
Chivalry died when Mary J. Blige started singing. Next.
Matter of
Next
fact,
question.
can we take it to some of our advertisements? We got some shameless plugs that we need to put in. We shameless unplugged, but we got some shameless plugs that we need to put in right now.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Shameless.
What we plugging? What y'all got? A Now Later sponsor?
Cherie said
They sponsored by Now Later.
Oh, Cherie said you're being heard.
Thank you, Cherie.
Oh wow! Congratulations, you
you're
received
not a
100
throwaway.
messages today with your stream chat. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Okay. This is what I wanted to. Me and my sister decided to do a Mother's Day brunch called Her on May the 10th from 2 to 5, and I just want to let y'all know that we putting a lot of love into this event. You have parties, you have events, and then you have experiences.
Yes,
this is something that we doing and we creating with love. So bring your mom, your grandmom, your sister, anybody, even women that are not biologically mothers but play those mother roles. We ask that you support and come out on May the 10th to our brunch and enjoy yourself. It's a day for you. Like I said, it's a lot of love and thought being put into this experience. So come out and support.
Yes, and HER stands for heartfelt, encouraging, and remarkable.
That's
because
right.
all the women are heartfelt,
That's
encouraging, and remarkable.
That's right.
All right.
You know.
And guess what?
Hold up.
Okay, everybody. So I have an announcement.
She about to read again.
Okay.
Here we go.
On April 26th, the 30th anniversary of Big Papa Productions. Big Papa was a legend, and as y'all know,
Oh, the karaoke guy.
Yep. Karaoke guy, yep. And with Shameless Unplugged is gonna be there. We're gonna have Randy Dennis. We're gonna have line dancing, DJ by Lil Papa. So we want everybody to come on out to Sizzle from 4 to 9 on April 26th.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Come and party with us,
Wait a
y'all.
minute. And also, one more thing. I don't think we have the flyer, but our cousin Caesar Bell is doing a comedy show on April the 24th down the Comedy Factory.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Go ahead.
And we
So
gonna
talk
be
about
there.
it.
Yeah, I want y'all to come on down. What's this? April the 24th.
Yep.
I'm doing the Caesar Bell experience. I'm bringing some friends in from out of town. I'm also going to be doing some of my own characters and doing some live skits and everything. So, at the Baltimore Comedy Factory, it's one show, 8 o'clock. And then we're doing an after party right downstairs at Safari. So if you get a ticket to the comedy show, you get in Safari free. But let them know, who's that?
All right.
Hold up. See how they just get rid of my flyer that fast. Yeah? But I'm going to keep talking. You know what I'm saying? It's up there
We're gonna
again.
post you up too.
Yeah.
Did you read my flyer?
Of course I did.
No, you didn't. You wanted to read these comments.
All right.
Keisha, I will hold you 2 tickets. Just inbox
what?
me.
Oh, what?
To
All
what?
right,
To
y'all.
my show?
Your show too.
All right. Let's get back to business.
Back to business.
Come on, Sissy, what you got for us?
Y'all about to lose
Well,
a
you know,
co-host.
I done said what I said is what I said. You know, I just, I guess, guys, you know, I'm a product of my environment.
Right.
And like I said before, I said it 2 weeks ago. I did. Nobody's marriage when I was growing up was perfect, but that's all I saw.
Right.
That's all I knew. And it wasn't so easy to just give up. And I think a lot of what's going on now, it wasn't going on then. A lot of social media, a lot of outside noises. You know, the devil is busy. And so I'm an advocate for it. And I talk to married people all the time. Actually, my first podcast, if my husband was living, would have been a couples podcast, to be honest with you. Right. Because we felt like we had been through so much. That's what we were talking about, was putting a podcast together for married people, because we've seen so much. We have been through so much. So I'm always like that, but I'm never crazy enough to be like, oh, I'm so holy that I'm not down to earth and that I don't understand. I get it, but it's still not right.
Over there. I get that.
All right. So let's go back. So let's wind it back down for a second. So asking you, Caesar,
don't look at me.
Why do you think men cheat? You in a barbershop, we talking about barbershop talk, and you got a lot of homeboys, not calling anybody names out, we don't want to get sued. Why do you think men cheat?
Oh man, there's so many reasons.
Give us one. Come on, let's talk about it.
Give us your top 5.
It ain't enough ice in the freezer. Look, I'm
What's the number one reason?
The number one, I would say, a reason.
Because the hoes be hoeing?
It be the lack of respect.
I can agree.
Okay.
Lack of respect.
I would agree.
That's the number one thing. See, women fail to realize we can operate without love. We cannot operate without respect.
Wow. But what if there's nothing to respect, though?
And that's what I'm trying to get people to understand. You know, women can't operate without love. God made them that way because they are naturally, they give love off.
Yeah. That's
it
me.
just come off of you. Love come off of you.
Yeah.
Men, we're not designed that way. We're not designed to just have love come off of you.
Right.
So if you get a man that look you in your eye,
Mm-hmm.
grab your hand or whatever and say, I'm in love with you, and then his actions match it.
Your taxes coming.
The moment you hurt him,
Yep.
the moment you hurt him, it's a wrap.
Yeah,
The moment he can't be vulnerable around you, he tell you his deepest secrets or whatever, and then you go tell your homegirls and stuff, and he find out, it's a wrap.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just that amount of
Or you don't believe
respect.
in them. If you don't believe in them, things like that.
It's just the respect. Respect would be the number one thing.
Up,
The second thing
all the things,
I would say would be sexual satisfaction.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Totally satisfied, totally with the woman that you're with. Now, mind you, yes, I love the woman that I'm with, but sexually, she's just not giving me all that I need.
Wait a minute.
But old girl over here is.
Wait a minute, was she giving it to you before you got married? So why you married if she wasn't giving you all you needed?
Because love is different.
You mean the frequency, the frequency of it,
Let me
or
give
the
you something.
actual act of it?
I'm gonna say it again. Love is different. Love don't operate with men. Love don't operate on the same plane as sex.
Okay.
It don't operate.
Yeah, it's two different things.
Two different things with men. It just don't work that way.
So it was good before you got married, but it ain't good. Once you got married, it's no more good.
Again, you can try to spin it how you
I'm
want
just
to.
curious. I wonder
You know what I mean?
what changed about it. Did it go from up and down to sideways or something?
I promise you. I promise you.
I'm just
I
curious.
promise you on every level. I promise you on every level.
Okay.
The sex probably was still mediocre before that.
Right.
So he again grown to love her for other reasons.
Yes.
So
See,
as time goes on, that appetite begins to grow and stuff like that. Not saying I don't want to throw her away. It's just that I love this woman.
Well, somebody else will find her. You know, one man trash is another treasure anyway.
Fine. Ain't nobody got time to look for no treasure.
You know what? I'm gonna say
Not in
on
2025. With nobody, they got all these goddamn Ubers and shit. Oh,
you can curse. We grown folk.
Yeah. We can curse on here.
You can curse. Listen,
I've been holding my piss all this time.
Hold up. Can let me say something, right? And I'm gonna speak for me, right?
Yeah, sit
and
back.
again,
I
know. Y'all know how I am. Y'all know how I am. So I know for me, right? I know a lot of times, and I'm not blaming myself, and I never will blame myself for a decision a man made, but I know for me, a lot of times I keep going back to my past relationship because that's the one that I was with the longest, and I thought we was gonna get married, but hey, every happy ever after is not a happy ever after. But anyway, I know for me, I know, like, I thought I was doing everything right. I thought I was perfect. I thought, well, I'm not going to say perfect, but I thought, if you ask me, I will always say, well, I don't do nothing wrong.
Right.
I don't do nothing wrong. I don't do nothing wrong. But when did I ever ask him, what was I doing anything wrong?
I know I did a lot wrong.
And I know.
You're right.
And I know, and just
Preach,
because.
Myra. Preach.
Just because I didn't cheat. Just because I wasn't a cheater, I do acknowledge that I didn't do everything right.
That's it right there. Because I wasn't cheating, I thought I was doing everything right, but I was doing so much wrong.
I know I was.
Didn't cheat, but you became a firefighter, and that's worse.
But
Hey, Shirelle, so Myra said, as a wife, your job is to be
Hold the mic up there, Chauncey.
As a wife, your job is to be that peace.
I agree. But see, I was the one where I thought I was the ish because, I can cook a little bit. I can burn a little something. So I was like, well, if he came home, I was going to make sure I fed him.
Absolutely.
If he was, if he needed other stuff, I was going to make sure I took care of it. I just thought everything I was doing was right. But it's not all about that all the time.
Right.
And sometimes you got to take a step back and find out what's missing.
Right.
Because and I just know, and I'm just speaking for myself.
No, this
because
is good. Yes,
I know I really, for a long time, and even now, y'all know I can't do anything wrong in my mind. But in all actuality, I know I do a lot of stuff wrong. Because how I was raised and how I was brought up, and I was raised by my brother. So a lot of times I'm not thinking from the the female's point of view. I'm thinking about what my brothers taught me, and I'm thinking I'm always looking for something, and then my mind gets to running from me. I'm always, and then that comes with no one likes to be accused of cheating. And I know a lot of times I'll sit back, and if 1 plus 1 don't equal 2, you're doing something. And it didn't always have to be like that.
Here's
but
something you can look at from a man's standpoint, right? A man can love you with all his heart, right? But the moment that his security stops and it doesn't align up with his love, he's looking for something else.
Ooh, that's deep.
See, I can love you and I don't want nothing to ever happen to you. But my love is now based on what was.
Ooh.
And now your security is based on your own survival.
Ooh.
So I'm no longer going to hold the ladder for you so you won't fall.
Well, dang.
Wow.
Ain't that something? I'm just going to fall. Wow. But I'm going to say this too, though. Let's not forget.
Oh, look at LaDonya.
Wait a minute. Hold up, sis. I think I said that wrong. Now don't get it twisted. I think, and I've said this from the beginning, that I think you can do whatever. It's at the end of the day.
Yeah, read it first.
At the end of the day. Go ahead and read it. Okay.
That's a bunch of BS.
So
Women
excited.
can do handstands while cooking and cleaning and washing their man's ass, and they're still going to cheat.
So let me go back. I said that at the beginning of the show,
Glenny
but
just
I
wanted to say
said
ass.
as far as
That's all she
me,
wanted to say.
I can just say as far as me, and I know I agree. Like I said that many times that it doesn't matter what you're going to do. Once a person already get in their mind they're going to cheat, they're going to cheat. So you can do whatever, you can do everything 100% right, but in your mind you're doing 100% right. It's not always right. And sometimes you do need to sit down and have a conversation, but that's when maturity comes into play. That's when your friendship comes into play. You got to set a foundation before you can build a house.
Absolutely.
So you have to definitely be friends and be able to have those uncomfortable conversations like, listen, X and Y is not equaling Z these days, and we need to get it together.
Right.
And as an adult, if you're not happy anymore, especially in a marriage, move on.
Yeah, just move on.
It's nothing. I mean, if it's not right, you can't force a circle into a square. If it's not right, leave. Go file for them that divorce for $169 and get the divorce and leave.
You do realize that there is a circle inside of a square.
Listen,
I just-
somebody hand me the baseball bat.
I mean,
listen.
a square is nothing but a circle without the corners.
Okay, here we go. Okay, Sissy, what you was gonna say?
I was going to say, you were talking really good, honestly.
Yeah.
And something you said was, you thought that you were doing everything right.
Yeah.
So was I. I was. Your sister was that girl too.
Right.
And you couldn't tell me that I wasn't perfect, wifing and all the things, right? Even mothering. I mean, my husband. But this is the difference, though. We talked about it, and Tavon just wasn't a quiet guy. You guys knew that. Right? He said how he felt. A lot of times people don't even get there because people are just holding it in. Right. They never even talk about it. So even before I get to where my eyes are roaming, whether it's the wife or the husband, right? We could have had a healthy conversation and we probably could have fixed some of these things. But most people never even get to that point. True. So that you're right. You were talking real good. What's this?
Let me tell you something.
Go ahead, Glenny. Read that one from Mr. Herb Gerd.
You can be a great woman, but if your man doesn't feel like
Lift up. Let me tell you something. Stand up and talk. There you go.
You could be a great woman, but if your man doesn't feel like he is good enough for you, if he isn't allowed to be himself.
Praise God, Herb. You understand me?
Oh,
how you doing, Herb? And see, that's the thing, man. Like women don't realize that they will verbally bash a man, emasculate a man, not just with words, even in action, or even in extraction. See, the first thing a woman try to do is, and even in marriage, and one of those wifely duties is to make sure your man is satisfied sexually. But the moment you get upset up with him for anything, the first thing you want to do is cut off sex. When you are married to a sexual being
and cleaning,
that man is a sexual being.
Yeah, the Bible says you can't even do that unless y'all in agreement.
But you want to cut it off.
Fast too long without
You know what that speaks to a man?
That part.
That says to a man, like that's the first thing that you want to do for me? What if I come home and I ain't got me a home cooked meal and I just cut off this bread? Ooh. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad I make my own.
That's why we work.
And
make our own money.
And that's the whole thing. So don't get married. If you got that mindset, don't get married.
That's why I'm not.
Ooh.
But anyway, no. Listen, no.
Look what Kim
But you
told
saying
Herb.
no? Hold up.
Sounds weak, Herb.
LaDonya, do you really think I care?
Sounds weak, Herb.
No, but I will say this, and this is speaking from my perspective. Like, I think I mentioned this on the first episode. I've been on my own since I've been 16 years old. You know, paying my own bills, had my own place. When I was in high school, I walked across the stage with my own apartment. So I've been independent for so long. So now I'm praying and asking to walk more in my feminine energy, because I know that was an issue for me. And when I'm with a man, if I even sense anything where I gotta feel like I gotta step up and be the dominant one, which they are, and men need to be mindful of that too. Like, handle your own as a man, where I don't feel like I have to step up in my masculine energy and do these things. You know what I mean? Because if we're both working, you know, I'm still holding it down, cooking and cleaning or whatever. But if we're working, bring your stuff to the table. Don't make me feel like I got to do everything on my own. Allow me as a woman to walk in my feminine energy. But that's something that I'm praying about, and I want to be for my next husband. You know, that I want to trust him. I want to trust him and allow him to make decisions. Because that's another thing. I don't want to be trusting the decision making. Like, I don't know about that. But I want to do that. I'm looking forward to being that woman.
I hate the fact that a man being treated the way that he should be treated. If you don't look at me, I promise you, I'm going to tear this place
That's
apart.
a good question. It's going to go away. Go ahead. Okay.
A man's proper treatment is always got to be tied to finances. I hate that.
No.
If you ain't got this, you ain't got that, you ain't got this.
You brought that up. No, you
blah,
said
blah.
that first. You said they cut off the poo nanny and you cut off the bread.
Say it with
you
your chest.
said that.
Say it with your chest.
That's not what we think. You know, but no, you
may
brought
not
that
think that way. Go
Wait a minute, hold on. Go
Be
get
More
this
For
question.
Real podcast says men are simple. I don't think we ask for much, and it doesn't take much to make us happy. But it seems like It seems like family is always contingent on the woman's happiness.
Happy wife, happy life.
All right, so before we wrap this thing up, I say we take time to wind this thing down and wind down, sip, and summarize, our discussion for the day, because every good conversation should end with some reflection and some flavor. So,
Yes.
I'm just going to give you my takeaway from it. My takeaway is, for one, to always keep God first. That's just the bottom line.
Absolutely.
Because I don't care, married, not married. If you don't keep God first and make him the head of your life, nothing's going to work.
No.
I don't care what you do. So my takeaway is to always put God first, and just to be conscious of my decisions and walk in my feminine energy and allow men to be men and be the creature he created me to be, that loving, Moni Love, feminine, nurturing woman. There's nothing wrong with being that nurturing woman. So that's what I have to say. Anybody else have any takeaway?
Yeah. Women, stop looking. That's not the order. Stop looking. Stop looking.
Yep.
That's it. Anybody else?
I agree. I think everything that we were talking about today made perfectly good sense, and we all can agree to disagree, and we're not going to all have the same views. I wasn't married for 26 years or 24 years. I can't speak on, how it is to be in that situation, and we're two different people.
Absolutely.
Anyway, but I love you and I do respect your opinions, and I'm glad that you did find that happiness and you did find your husband who made you. Y'all made each other complete. So I'm glad you did have that experience where a lot of us, we didn't experience that yet. But God willing, one day, he'll send me my knight in shining armor, and then I'll have my happy ever after.
I believe that will happen.
All right.
Leah?
My takeaway is just don't get married.
Oh my gosh. Listen, period.
Period.
Speak your truth,
Well,
sis.
my takeaway is, I wasn't born on Valentine's Day for no reason. I think that love conquers all. So.
Okay.
And just don't get
All right,
married.
and special guest Caesar Bell. What
My
is it?
takeaway is I hate this show. You know what I'm saying? Hate it.
So
That's not even supposed to say.
This is some
We love you,
bullshit.
Caesar.
You understand me? I've been ignored all night.
With 5 women, what do you think?
But we thank y'all for supporting us once again.
See what I mean? I can't even finish my closing remarks.
They laughing at you. Like, what
Don't
is wrong
forget-
with you?
You know what? She's not gonna take this thunder from me this time. I am happy.
Straight to the point.
I don't hate the show. I love the show. Shameless Unplugged. Thank y'all for having me. I appreciate
We
y'all
might have him
having me in here. Let me be myself. I mean, y'all. Everybody knows me individually except for you. You know.
So I don't know you. Oh my gosh.
She know you now.
Shut up. I was trying to get to a joke. You know what? Just. I got to. You know what? I got to get off this show. I got to go.
Wait a minute. So
If y'all want to come see me, please come see me.
I didn't know it was a joke,
on
y'all.
April the 24th.
I know he
at
ain't doing
the
a shameless
Baltimore
plug.
Comedy Factory. Please come see me. Come laugh with me. And it's gonna be a live recording. And I got this good news the other day. There is some TV execs coming out from Tubi and Netflix.
Love it.
Coming to see me.
Absolutely
So y'all come on out
awesome.
and show some love, support me, man, and put Bmore on the map.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Amen.
And guess what, y'all? We not blameless, but we shameless. And
and
I got it right this time.
Yeah, we not blameless, but we shameless. So don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to our page.
Yes.
We love y'all. We got
Love you
nothing but love
guys.
for you.
Thank y'all
Nothing
for
but
coming
love
out.
for you.
And
Thank
Caesar,
you
you gonna
so
come back
much.
and sit on this couch with us again,
Yeah, I
right?
come back
come
when
back.
y'all got the right drinks. Cause
This is wine.
listen, y'all. They gave me water. You see what I'm saying?
Wow.
In this glass, I'm a grown ass man. You understand me? You
y'all wanna
have to
leave out
drink
the
out of
song?
this with your pinky up.
That's how signatures.
What you want to leave out on? What you want to leave out on?
Our song. Do a song.
What? Reach out and touch
Go ahead, Leah.
somebody's
Leah, go ahead and
hand.
do it.
Leah, stop
Make this
entertaining
world
this
a
guy.
better place.
Oh my God.
If you can, reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make this world a better place.
If you can, yeah.
Oh. Hey, so Leah, go on with the song. You go. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Wait a minute.
Leah.
Oh my goodness. They always put me on the spot.
Are you a singer? Duh.
Look at me, look at my eyes. What do I see? I'm not a picture perfect scene. I'm as flawed as I can be. Learning to love all these pieces of me. When the world starts to break me down, I rise up stronger from the ground with all my edges worn and frayed from this beautiful mess I made. Oh my girl, I forgot to.
But we're not blameless, but we're shameless. We're not blameless, but we're shameless.
See y'all in 2 weeks.
Yes, they all blame.
Peace and love. Thank y'all.
You can blame all of them. Every last one of them.
I got one.
Hello, everybody.
Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things. Well, let's say names and get sued. Let's tell people names and get them sued. Let's tell everybody. Let's just tell the whole damn truth. Did you used to work down Norma's Moni Love? Did your mama? Did your mama?
Hi, I'm Shirelle, known as Misty Blues.
Hi, I'm Glennie, known as Lady Angelic.
Hi, I'm Felicia, also known as the Visionary.
Hi, I'm Nay, better known as the Dainty One.
I'm Monica, known as Moni Love.
I'm Leah, better known as Songbird.
And we're Shameless Unplugged. Do you know how many people in the trailer park right now regretting voting for that man, and people that's behind over the border that wish they would have taken them out with the We Love Trump t-shirts on as they deporting them? Right. Okay, they not. They're gonna take them out.
Well, damn it, I'm celibate because